Hello juniors, and welcome back to Computer Systems and Programming. For this, we're going to be going over the Scratch video. So this is the video you're watching currently, and here's a link to the website if you can't find it with just the link. But I'm going to be going through what you have to do for all of these assignments. So notice that there's different due dates for these. The first two, the tutorials and the plan, are due in this first release, the 28th. This final Scratch game isn't due until October 17th. In release 2. So I put it here in case you wanted to work ahead, but you do not have to do it by this release, but it is in release 2. So just keep that in mind. These are what you have to do for this release. This you'll do in the next one. But with that said, I'm going to explain them all in this just so that you have everything that you need. So for the Scratch tutorials, it comes, Scratch the website comes preloaded with tutorials. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a Google Doc that is called My Scratch Tutorials, and in this doc you're going to write all of these names of these games, and you're going to go to the Scratch tutorials and make all of these things. So all you have to do is go to scratch.mit.edu and it'll take you to the Scratch website. If you don't have an account, you can make one. It's fairly simple. Otherwise, you can sign in with your username and password if you've done this before. And then all you have to do is you can click Create, and it'll take you straight to a Scratch editor. And as soon as you get there, you can click on Tutorials, and it has all the tutorials here. You're going to be doing these 6 tutorials all the way through. So you're going to follow them from start to finish. You click it, and then it gives you instructions on how to do all the different things. So you're going to do this whole thing all the way through for all 6 of these. And then you're going to have to make a new project for each one. So I'm going to do Scratch, the first one of them, like getting started. I'll do that in this project and call it getting started. And then I'll go over to the next, or I'll make a new project. I'll go File, New, and do a new tutorial on a new project. So you'll have 6 projects at the end of all these different games, and you'll link them in this Google Doc, which you'll be submitting. So once you're finished with each tutorial, again, make sure that you copy and paste the link into My Scratch Tutorials, and make sure I can tell which link goes to what tutorial. Also make sure that it's a link to the project page, this page, not the editing page, and make sure also to share it. So see how it says this project is not shared, so only you can see it. You have to click the share, which means you have to approve your account. You have to verify your email, but make sure that you share this project page, not the editor page. You can notice because it says editor after it, and when you go to the project page, it doesn't say editor. And make sure also to fill in the instructions and credits for each of these assignments. That's a good habit to get into when you're doing this kind of stuff. So that's for your Scratch tutorials. You'll be submitting that document with all the tutorials, and that's going to teach you how to actually do Scratch. Then you're going to do idea building. So you're going to go to Canvas, and on this Scratch plan, it's just a text entry box. So your screen will look a little bit different because you'll be in student view, but you'll just click submit assignment. It'll be right up here, and you'll get a text box entry. And what you're going to do is you're going to write down 6 ideas that you can make, 6 ideas for games that you can make in Scratch with the skills you learned from the tutorial. So you'll learn basic skills in the tutorials, and you just need to come up with 6 games that you could make, you know how to do. And it can't be any of the games that you've done in the tutorials. Then you're going to select one of those ideas that you like best, and you're going to write a detailed explanation for it. So you'll write what the game is, how you will play the game, what are the key features of the game, and then you'll write a step-by-step plan to making the game. So you'll be like, make the character, add code to allow the character to go up and down, or whatever. I'll add code to allow the character to jump, whatever you want to do. If there's stuff that you didn't learn in the tutorials that you want me to teach you how to learn or teach you how to make, I can totally go through that. You just have to send me an email, but I won't know until you reach out. Otherwise, you can totally just stick with the skills you learned in Scratch from these tutorials and make your game completely off that. Your job is to plan a game in this Scratch tutorial, in this idea building assignment. If you end up writing an explanation of one of these games and it just doesn't work out when you go to make it, that's fine. You can switch to another one of your ideas or to a new idea entirely. But the point is you need to build an idea for one game for this assignment. And then if that's the game that your final project is, great. If you have to switch that, that's great too. So again, for this plan, you're just writing down 6 ideas that you can make in Scratch. And then one of the ideas you're going to fill out this information for. And that's all you have to do for this. So again, we've covered the tutorials, which is just a link to a document with all 6 of your tutorial links in there. Then you have the Scratch plan, which is just a text box entry that is your 6 ideas for a Scratch game. And then one of those ideas needs to be written out into a more and developed into a better idea. And then finally, what you're going to do is actually make the game that you want to make. And you'll make sure to add the instructions to your project page and credits to yourself. So here's all the submission instructions for this assignment. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. Again, my email is mwilliams24@wisc.edu. So if you have any questions about any of these, just let me know. All right, juniors, I will see you later.